Hi everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Day's podcast along with a new video. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, viewing, watching, and listening. I truly appreciate it. There will be more that we will be talking about, and we will be doing exclusive episodes and videos alike on Spotify and Patreon, so be sure to check them out. But yes, we are going to talk about the second studio album by Day26, Forever and a Day. Let's look into it. So, Forever and a Day is the second studio album by Day26, released on April 14th, 2009. So this was literally like within a year of them releasing their first album. And honestly, I don't even know whether they knew how much of an impact it was. And maybe they do know, but it was an impact on fans for them, where they were able to get more in such a short amount of time, because there were other artists that were emerging to start doing that. And it happens with artists where it's just like, we want to just be able to put out more. Like, I don't want to just be, tour, appearance, commercial. I don't want to do that for 6+ months and then we start recording again. Like, I want to go back in the studio again. And that's what it was for them. And a lot of people in the 2000s, they didn't want to always just be seen. They wanted to work. And then there was the opposite side, where there was the sense of, all right, no, we are overworked. Like, I'm over this. Like, I need the probably 2 or 3 months to just kind of just sit back and reflect. I don't want to, but see, this is what I've been telling y'all with the independent-y. With the independent-y, being independent, oh, you get to do that because it's your money. Plan your music video and let things go how you need them to go, and you plan how you want things to plan on this particular time at this particular date. And then you'll realize, oh, wait a minute, did I just make sure I had like a cute 3-day vacation just cause? And then it builds over time when you, listen, why not? But anyway, let's look at the background here. This album was recorded while the band was filming their popular reality show, Making the Band 4, Season 3. During the process of recording the album, Quanell Q. Mosley had frequent arguments and disagreements with the other members of the group, leading the public to think he was crazy and even bipolar. However, the group worked out their issues and recorded their sophomore effort. Q of the group stated in a Twitter message that they are shooting the video for Perfectly Blind. Will of the group also stated in a video message that they were on the set of the video for So Good on June 2nd. On June 24th, The Truth Is a Lie video premiered. On the same day, The Girlfriend video premiered. So they had multiple videos, like literally. This is the last studio album featuring Q, who went on hiatus from the group in late 2009, and also the last album released on the Bad Boy Records. And this is what I'm gonna say, because I feel like everyone in all groups, everyone's responsible after a while. At some point, yes, people may remove themselves or want to be removed, but then you say to yourself, we all came into this as a collective. This is not me, solely whoever it is in the group coming in to the public eye and fame by myself. And I think that's what, over time, they all was able to learn and are, able to talk still to this day from that, was just the fact that, despite differences, despite whatever's going on in this era and time, things are going to change. And a lot of times it's just a better focus. That's all that's needed in the long run. For honestly, all artists, everybody needed to kind of take a minute. Beyonce said that she had to take a minute. Like, a lot of people be taking a minute to kind of either, get themselves together, have children, whatever. Just, I need a moment. And then sometimes, famously, where there's people, more or less rappers, but where people just have children in the midst of them working. It's just like, all right, well, listen, I have a child now. So, um, yeah, the first official single titled "I'ma Put It On Her" was released for digital download on March 31st, 2009. The second single was "Stadium Music." It was released onto iTunes before the album was released, and now Day26 have released a music video for the single. It premiered on, yeah, it premiered on May 29th, 2009. Okay. Yeah, all music found, even though the members had a hand in co-writing roughly half the material, there's not much to differentiate this set from the first, apart from a slight increase in material best suited for clubs, which plays to the group's strengths. That said, three of the album's highlights are the typical mid-tempo and dreamily romantic Tim and Bob cuts, and the surprisingly effective Dream and Tricky Stewart knockoff ballad. Ooh. So this is the thing, because as y'all know, I will see, critical reception and see, a sense of where they're saying, and I'll have my own opinion. I'm not always reading these and looking at what they're saying and agreeing or disagreeing. I'm literally looking at them in the sense of trying to understand the time and the climate on where they were saying this in the midst of all these other albums that were coming out. Because this is 2009, so it's just like 2009. Most people was touring, but there was some people that was releasing. But yeah, like from what I believe and from what I think, this was just as good as this was just as good of an album as their first, but they did have conflicting issues outside of the album. And I think, as men, for what they were able to understand through time, we just need a better focus, a better direction, and we can still be Day26, So, but yeah, Forever in a Day debuted at number 2 on the US Billboard 200, selling 113,000 copies in its first week of release, becoming the group's second top 5 album on the chart. So like I said, like it was in the top 10, it was still in the top 5, as far as both releases alike. So it's not even so much that, people were enjoying them. They just was trying to understand, was there more shipments? Like, are they gonna be doing more? And with conflictions, like I said, of what was going on outside of the album, it just showed that, the artistry, like I always advocate, can stand out. Okay, it slipped to number 8 in its second week on the chart, selling further 37,000 copies. So it still stayed in the top 10 even within a week. And so that just goes to show you that, more things that, people were kind of understanding in the late 2000s and in the 2010s, where there's more to promote, there's more you can be seen from rather than just locking yourself in the studio, more personable things, I should say, because now there's just nothing that people are hiding in 2024. They're just acting and doing and feeling at the same time, I guess. But besides the point, it's okay. But yeah, so let's look at the track list. So track 1 is Just Getting Started. Track 2 is I'ma Put It On Her, featuring Diddy and Young Jock. Track 3, Shawty What's Up, featuring T-Pain. Track 4, Think of Me is Slept On. Track 5 is Stadium Music. Track 6 is Bipolar. Track 7 is Perfectly Blind. Track 8 is So Good. Track 9 is Girlfriend. Track 10 is Baby Maker. Track 11 is Then There's You. Track 12, Need That, featuring Jermaine Dupri. Track 13, Reminds Me of You. Now that's slept on. Track 14, Your Heels. I feel it. Yeah, that's slept on too. And track 15, Truth Is a Lie. But yeah, they have Forever in Your Eyes, which is a video album only released onto iTunes. It contains 8 music videos from Forever and a Day. And so with this, you, like I said, packaging, units, promotion, it all can vary with whichever label. I'm not singling out any. The only thing I've been telling y'all is when you do it yourself, there's just a better sense of being able to have it done the way you can see it and how others can see it. But yeah, besides that, guys, you know, they really gave a lot when it came to the second album, though they had to, you know, leave their contract and just move forward, and whenever they do decide to release more music, they will. But doing things independently, like I've told y'all, there's nothing wrong with that. Why not people see you for you, and really see you for you, and make it your way. But yes, I want to thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I'll be back with more.